Okay, welcome to Dual Credit US History B. We're going to be talking about discussion board for lesson 17, the Cold War at home and abroad. And I really want to concentrate this part of this unit of this class on civil rights. So we're going to be talking a lot about civil rights. And this has to do with a lot of civil rights information. So document A is JFK's acceptance speech. Now he was accepted in 1960, so you can see that that's right when the civil rights movement was happening. Okay, and then you've got JFK's televised address, which happened in 1963. And it says that the purpose of this speech was to explain and promote a civil rights bill that would outlaw racial discrimination in all public facilities. Okay, and then the document C is the Detroit Tribune in 1962. And this is an article that appeared, and civil rights leaders had called for the Kennedy administration to prohibit discrimination in public housing, but President Kennedy was slow to act. He signed an executive order banning discrimination and federally funded housing 7 months later. Okay. And then document D is John Lewis' speech, modified. And so this is from SNCC. Chairman John Lewis planned to deliver at the March on Washington in August 1963. Leaders of the march, including Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., were concerned that part of Lewis's speech were too forceful, and they convinced Lewis to remove some passages before he delivered it, including his criticism of Kennedy's administration's civil rights bill and his suggestions that civil rights advocates would march through the South like General Sherman, who destroyed the southern cities and plantations and everything, honestly, during the Civil War. Okay, they thought that was a little bit much. And then we have another Detroit Tribune from 1961, and this article, like document C, is discussing the delay of a bill to prohibit discrimination in federally funded housing. So what I want you to do is, based on document A and B, was JFK a strong supporter of civil rights for African Americans? Why or why not? And use evidence from there. Based on documents C and D, was he a strong supporter of civil rights for African Americans? Why or why not? So use evidence from there. And then based on documents E and F, was he a strong supporter of civil rights for African Americans? Use evidence from there. So it's kind of an interesting way to look at different documents and see different takes on the whole thing, and then tell me overall, what do you think his stance on civil rights for African Americans was, and do you think it may have changed if he had been able to stay in office for a longer amount of time, meaning if he had not been assassinated? So interesting stuff, really super interesting stuff, and interesting stuff to get into. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you later.